Hello everyone and welcome to a new video interview for Jogonet Gaming News. Today we're joined by Tim Kennedy, Vice President of Sales in Europe for SUZOHAPP. Tim will be discussing with us the company's latest products, the importance of retail for a comprehensive betting operation, and what to expect from the industry in the coming months. Well, first of all, Tim, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be with you again.
We are at a point of change for the gaming industry with new solutions being launched and online gaming space. What I wanted to know, in your opinion, in this context, what role is retail betting called to play, and how does it capture new customers for operators?
Yeah, so I think retail has always played a big part in betting in Europe for its convenience and also for its entertainment value. I think latterly there is a big opportunity for US-based operators to engage with new players that are currently that we consider sports fans, and to engage with them at a much lower cost than we've seen recently online. So, you know, there's a lot of operators that are clamoring for new players and spending large marketing budgets. The flip side is in retail, you can engage with players at a very low cost of entry. So I think it is key for kind of the second or third stage of growth in the American market that retail plays a big part in that, a very cost-effective way of winning new players.
How do you see the growth of retail sports betting in the coming months? Do you expect it to gain a bigger share of the sports betting market?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a number of jurisdictions around the world are still working on legislation to introduce sports betting, both retail and online. And then the US is still rolling out a number of states. Various states have not yet passed the legislation to allow sports betting. So there's a number of states there. And also in Europe, there's still quite a number of new opportunities. For example, the Netherlands are still talking about allowing retail sports betting, and in various markets the market is still growing. So we see growth pretty much across the board, I would say.
Well, for those operators seeking to expand to retail sports betting, how would you say SUZOHAPP can help them develop their own strategy for this segment? And well, in that line, what I wanted to know is what's new in the company's current portfolio?
Yeah, so for some time now, we've been exhibiting our sports betting ecosystem. So we have the full range of terminals, whether it's a floor-mounted traditional two-screen terminal right to a desktop or a bar top terminal. Essentially, what we offer is based on our experience of working with many different operators in lots of different territories. We bring all that experience, but our offer is essentially working with the operators to understand, what they're trying to portray, and building or acquiring some hardware that meets those requirements, and latterly also integrating a payment system to make payment as seamless as possible. Because I think it's important that retail offers the same kind of payment convenience that players come to expect online.
Right. Well, you mentioned payments, and that is very important. And in general terms, when it comes to the gaming industry, the word technology is often thrown around so much. And in that sense, which technologies specific to retail sports betting do you see as gaining momentum? And how does SUZOHAPP approach new technology developments when it comes to its products offering?
Yeah, so I think two themes are kind of very loud and clear at the moment. So one is payments that we just spoke about, but the other is player protection and social responsibility. And I think, again, a number of jurisdictions are looking at introducing some kind of age verification that can help retail environments to offer some kind of automated system, so it doesn't rely on purely the personnel of the operator to make that decision. So the first decision is made by technology. So a camera and facial recognition is one way that age verification can work. So our approach is really to find hardware and software solutions that meet the needs that we see, integrate them into our platforms, and then offer them as products.
Well, now moving to gaming preferences, in-play betting is one of the definitely most important ones, especially in Europe. Would you say that it is changing the game for the retail space?
Yeah, absolutely. So traditionally, in-play betting has been very difficult to do in a betting shop because you have to queue up at the counter, and by the time you place the bet, often the event has already happened. But with the introduction of our, bar top and tabletop terminals, it really brings in-play betting into the bar and casino environment. So we see that as having a dramatic effect and a dramatic opportunity for operators to introduce something new and exciting, and particularly in the US. So, the US, where the legislation allows, particularly in bar environments, we really see that starting to take off, bar environments and also sports stadiums.
Well, I was about to ask you about the US, because you are bringing it up that in a sense, sports betting has been around Europe for a longer time than in other jurisdictions and countries. What would you say that these growing markets can learn from the European sports betting market?
Yeah, interestingly, I think what the US can learn from Europe is their ability to transact large numbers of bets in a given time scale and have a very reliable network of shops or outlets. But I think conversely, Europe can now learn from the US. So the US is really leading the way in attracting new players, offering different bet types, different terminal types, and different environments. And I think actually Europe could learn something from the US now as well. So yeah, it's come full circle.
Right. Speaking now about Europe in specific, the company will be present at a number of events in the coming months and weeks. For instance, we have the SBC Barcelona and the Balkan Entertainment and Gaming Exhibition. How is SUZOHAPP preparing for these meetings, and what opportunities do you think that these events and events in general open for the company?
Yeah, it's really key for us to engage with our customers, both existing and new customers, to really get a feel for what's going on in the marketplace, and then really to refine our plans and to anticipate their needs before they become apparent. So we ask some very pertinent questions about what challenges they are facing and also what opportunities they see, and that will form the basis of our product portfolio going forward. We also use it as an opportunity to present new products as well. So we have a number of new products that we're constantly working on that we will be showing at those shows. And in fact, we recently presented our scratch ticket vending machine for the lottery market, which we see a lot of opportunity for, not only in the variant that we showed it in, but also in other variants. So we see a product line evolving from that opportunity.
Well, I was about to ask you about the new instant ticket vending machine that SUZOHAPP presented at the European Lottery Congress in last month. So, in order for our viewers to know more about it, what would you say are the product's main features, and what was the reception like at the show?
Yeah, so the key feature of the product is to have a self-service vending machine, which a player or a user can make their own selections and get an instant win ticket using a variety of different payment systems. So whether that's cash, cashless, or some other online wallet, they can all be integrated into that hardware. What problem it's really trying to solve is, as retailers move to an unattended environment where there's less staff around to actually sell tickets, this enables the retailer to have a standalone ticket marketplace so that the players can, make their own selections. The machine actually comes in various sizes, so you can have less or more dispensers, so you can have up to 20 different tickets available on that machine for markets where there's lots of different choices. Or we've been asked to produce a desktop version, so it could go alongside a traditional till and maybe dispense 4 different tickets. So yeah, we see a lot of opportunity. It was well received. I think the market is definitely looking for a solution, and SUZOHAPP are the people that can bring it to market and be flexible about the different options to meet the market requirements.
Now, lastly, to conclude our interview, with the first half of the year now over, how would you describe this year so far for the company? It's been quite just a year with many new developments, technologies, events, and well, what should we expect from the company over the rest of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I think key to our success in the future is the quantity of new products that are going to be coming from us. So expect to see more new products. Also, we continue to expand into sports betting and now lottery, so we'll continue to expand into new markets as well as new products. And yeah, so it'll be more of the same. I think the traditional SUZOHAPP, where we supplied components, is still a core part of our business. But we see many opportunities of putting those components together and integrating with various software platforms to provide much higher value for our customers.
Well, so we will be looking forward to these new products, and thank you for joining us today, Tim.